Interested in working remotely from home with the ability to set your own schedule? Then contact Notary to Notary. Our online training program teaches individuals everywhere how to create and run successful notary businesses nationwide. Whether you're looking for supplemental or full-time income, we'll teach you the benefits of being a business owner, including time and financial freedom. Visit notarytonotary.com to learn more about our training program.
Hey guys, have you had a chance to get a copy of my new book, The Ultimate Ron Guide? If you are ready to build a remote online notary business, then this book is what you need. In this book, I give you all the information that you need to know in order to build a successful remote online business, no matter what state you're in, as long as your state authorizes remote online notarizations. Head on over to Amazon today and get your copy. You'll be glad you did. Do you hate your job? Trust me, I've been there. Dreading Mondays, can't wait for Fridays. Did you know you didn't have to live like that? I did for years until I found my notary commission. Now you're probably thinking, how in the world is a notary making great money? I teach you that in my Ultimate Notary Training Bundle. I'm going to teach you how you take a simple notary commission and begin generating 6 figures for yourself and your business. You don't have to stay in the rat race. You can actually live the life that you would love to wake up to every single day. Don't delay. Click the link below, and I'll teach you how to gain time and financial freedom through the notary industry. Join me online at notarytonotary.com. See. Yay! Okay, now we're live. Now we're live everywhere. We're live on Facebook. I think we're live everywhere. We're going to find out. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I think I have it all going. Hey, guys. I'm going to look both ways because I have... Actually, let me see if I could just boost you guys up really quick. I'm streaming this on... It's called being productive, like proactive. I'm streaming this on Facebook, Instagram, and I don't know, YouTube at the same time. I was trying to get my TikTokers in, but you know, we do what we can do. We do what we can do. Hey guys, happy Thursday, happy 2026, happy all of the things. I don't even think I went live yet in 2026 yet. This is my first live of 2026. I think it is. I'm really excited. So I have good news, completely unrelated to the notary space, but I'm going to tell y'all anyway, because y'all like my family. So a lot of you guys know, if you followed me, that I went back to college this year. So I started, my first class started like the last week of December, and I finished it. So it's an intercession class. So it's basically a full semester into 2 weeks. And guess what grade your girl got? Guess. You got to put in the chat. Guess what grade your girl got. The actual percentage. The class was terrorism. And I was just so hyped. I was so hyped. Guess what grade your girl got? Okay. It was not just an A though. It was not just an A. We cannot belittle the A by not saying what kind of A it was. Okay. Oh, I wish I can screen share it for my YouTubers. I can't screen share it for my my Instagrammers. Listen, your girl got, you want me to tell you? I got my kids too together. I said, listen, why I'm getting these kind of grades? What y'all doing? Come on. But they already know their mom's like a super like nerd academic. Like I'm out here, like I'm doing, seriously, in my class, I'm doing research on top of the research, like doing recommendations. Like, oh, we would probably study this next. Like, I'm a little nerdy. Y'all want to know, I got a 101. Okay, a 101 point something percent. Okay, listen. Let me tell you something. Okay, I was so nervous because I had a 99 the whole class, and then I did my final exam on a final project, and I did it, but I was like nervous. I feel like you ever like do a project and you're like, or a job or something, you feel like I got more to give. I felt like I could have gone more, but I also felt like what I did was sufficient. But I was like, okay. So you know how like if you do something and you're like, yo, I poured my soul out. Whatever I get, I get. I didn't feel like I poured my entire soul into it. And so for that reason, I was nervous. And so, but your girl still got 100. Let's go. So the whole course, I got a 101. Okay. So excited about that. So that made my day. I just saw my grade this morning. Yay. So I have 3 more classes that start, I don't know, next week. And I'm aiming for 100 again. Like we're going to go hundreds the whole way through. And then I have a bunch of, if you took my college, how many of you guys took my college class that I did? I did a college class where I was showing you guys how you could graduate super fast by doing a combination of self-paced online classes, college courses, and then testing out of classes. So essentially this semester, I think I have like 3 full semester classes to take and then 3 or 4 self-paced classes to take. And then I have to take the exam. Well, I don't have to take the class, but I'm taking it anyway. If you took my class, you know what I'm talking about. You have to take a class to get a voucher to take the class to get the test for free. And so essentially this semester, when it's all said and done, I should have 25 credits. And so I told everybody I wasn't going to tell everybody what I had to do this year to graduate because I just don't want too much pressure. I just want to get it done and then say what I did. So that's what I'm doing. So by the end of this year, I should graduate with my bachelor's and then I'm going to law school. So I'm really excited. I was like, yay, 101%. Okay. So I will keep you guys posted. Look, at the end of the semester, I said, but that's what's your grades because you already announced the first one. So what's your grades now? Y'all got to hold me accountable. Let's go. But anyway, it was so funny because my advisor is like, she's like, how are you doing all this? And I'm like, I really don't know. Cause like I do a lot, if you guys don't know. I'm like, but I don't think, and honestly, it doesn't feel like a lot because I don't like being bored. So because I don't like being bored, I can continue just to keep working. Like I don't like downtime. And the reason I will say when I was younger, I didn't like downtime, but as I got older, the reason why I don't like downtime, you ever heard like downtime is the devil's playground? I feel like whenever like I'm bored, I get into stuff I got no business, whether that's even just eating junk food. Like you got too much time on your hands. Now you want to get some junk food because you just bored. So it's just like, I like to stay busy, and busy is just like doing things that are productive and adding to my goals. You know what I mean? So that being said, I was so hyper about that. Yay! But yeah, so you guys know this. So on average, most students do about 12 credits a semester. That gives you perspective. So I'll have to do 25 credits this semester. So this will be pretty interesting. I'm actually really confident about it. I don't feel like stress in any capacity. I love learning. That's my favorite thing to do in the world. And it's so funny. I was talking to some clients of mine that I was going back to law school, and they're like, "Oh, good, you can come work here. You can come work here." And I'm like, "Hold on now." I said I was doing all that. Once I finish, with my law degree, I'll tell you guys what my plan is with that. But definitely taking it into my notary business, doing estate work, like power of attorneys, like drafting them, like power of attorneys, wills, trusts, like doing estate work there. And then there's another piece that I also want to get into, but that'll come out later down the line. But I am really excited about that. So outside of that, let's get into notary work. Let's go. Super hyper. I'm going to tell you what we have going on, give you guys some updates, and then you can put your questions in the chat. We'll hash it all out. I probably got another good 20, 25 minutes. And then I actually have to go hop into my Spanish class. But we can do this thing. Let's knock it out. And I have an inspection this afternoon I have to go to. Okay, so side note, I have 2 inspections today. I got them from Preferred Reports. You guys know if you have my list of 45, that's the companies that I give you guys. That's one of them. They're actually paying me $185 for this inspection. And initially when I saw the order come through for $185, I was like, hold on. What you want? Because whenever they start offering more money, you got a side eye. Like, why are you paying me this? Okay, but actually it wasn't bad. And if I had my laptop, I could show you. It's just a bunch of questions and then pictures you take at the facility. However, this facility is a commercial facility, and so it's large. So it does require me to walk it to get the photos. So I think that is part of it. And then also I have to put on a what's it called? A hazmat suit. Like when you go inside. And so it's not like chemicals or anything like that. It's actually a food-based facility, but you do have to wear one of those. So because you have to wear one to go inside to take the photos, it's considered like, hazardous. And so you do have to that's why they gave me more money to do it. Cause I was like, hold on now. What are you doing? But once I looked at the order, I was like, oh, okay. And so all in all, I think the whole inspection may take me 30 minutes to do, and I get paid $185 for doing it. Again, preferred pays out the next week. So when I do it, so as long as you get the order done by Tuesday, you get paid the following week. If you get the order done, so like this order will get paid the following week, not this week, because I didn't get it done by Tuesday. But yeah, it should take me about 30 minutes. I'm projecting, give or take. I have another one today with them as well. That one pays, I think it's like $60, and that one's pretty fast. It's for a car dealership. And literally all you're going to do is go in and take pictures. Like you take pictures of everything. They have a list of pictures that you need to take, and then you ask a couple questions, and then you're done. So I'll do that today as well. And then I don't have any closing scheduled today. I did have some yesterday. I have one so far for tomorrow. My goal right now with school and everything, and then notary, is to try to keep my closings primarily online. So Ron, so I can do it from home, or general notary work. To do my notary appointments to be general notary work and Ron. Why? General notary work, I can go whenever I want to go. They can come to me, I come to them. I can set my time. It's more flexible. Ron, of course, you do from home or wherever you are, essentially. So I like that. Loan closing, I'm pretty much just trying to get things that are near to me for convenience means. So I'm pretty much just trying to stay between like 1 and 2 a day, not going too aggressive. Shout out to my sister. I'm so proud. I'm going to shout her out because I'm very proud of her. She's officially hit the $5,000 a month mark. So right now she makes more than enough for her expenses and has a little extra. And so I was yelling at her. If you're watching this live, Rita, I'm coming for you. Because I said, she's only doing inspections and loan closing. I said, honey, we have to get your Google going. We got to get your website going because you're missing it. If you can just add on your website and your Google profile page, and I'll show you how to optimize it. Honey, that's at least another $2,000 a month, at least. And you're not printing. Like you're just showing off, like you're missing the bag. And it's funny because she was like, well, I did Google and they keep suspending me. And I said, all right, well, we don't quit because Google is the gold mine. So we don't quit. Let me see what you're doing. Let's get it set up. Let's make it priority. You have to have Google. Like this is not an option. I don't care. And that's for y'all. I don't care. You ever have to like, I don't care. You need to have it up. I don't care. So that's my goal for her this month is okay. Yeah, you're hitting your $5,000 a month. I want you to hit 7. You need to add on general notary work. It's not an option. And so I'm gonna have my guy, of course, do her website. She needs to focus on her Google business profile page. And then I'm going to teach her how to do her SEO. But I'm really excited because I was like, yeah, it always makes me, I have a Built For You student who just hit her 5,000 a month mark too. I like it when people like apply and they throw themselves in it and they're just like, okay, I got it. I'm doing the thing. Let's go. And I'm like, see? And it's just like, if you do the thing, it works. If you don't do the thing, it doesn't work. You see what I'm saying? So I was really happy about that. I was like, yeah, it's my baby. That's my little sister. So that's why I call her my baby. Because she's my baby. But yeah, so I'm really excited. And it's so funny because now, like every day I call him like, hey, what are you doing? So I have 2 closings, like, or I have 3 closings. And it's so funny. We were in the car, no lie. This happens all the time. Y'all want a funny story? Okay, so me and my sister, she's probably like 15 minutes from me, right? So we get a lot of the same orders to our phone, right? Remind me to tell you something about Rocket Clothes too. We get a lot of the same orders to our phone. And so sometimes like we'll both get the order at the same time, around about the same time. And I'll say, hey, you see this for this city? And she's like, yeah. I say, you taking it? And I'll be like, you taking it? So you taking it? Like, nah, I don't want you to have it. Right? We'll be doing this live in the color. So we were in the car, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. And we were driving somewhere and order came through, right? And I looked at it and I countered, okay? So it came through, I looked at it and I countered for more, right? And I was like, then she looked at her phone and she said, see, there's a signing, but I'm not taking that because it's at 8:00 and your girl's got to go to sleep. Anyway, and so she looked at her phone and she said, oh, is that the one for this city? And I was like, yeah. She said, oh, I said, what, you took it? She said, yeah. I said, did you counter? She said, no. She said, no, I'm gonna take it for what it is. I said, okay. They may or may not give it to you. We'll see. We'll find out. So they gave me the order, right? And so she said, well, that's not fair. What's wrong with my profile? I took the order for what it was. You countered, right? Stay with me. It's important. She said, you countered. How did you get the order? I said, because this is what I does, right? This is what I does. Like I said, because I work with this company for a long time, they know they're not going to have issues. I said, there are companies that when you do a good job, when you show up and you perform and you do the thing, they have no problem paying you more money because they know what they're going to get. Right. And I told her, I said, don't feel bad. Because she was like all over the staff. I said, don't feel bad. I've been doing this for 10 years. Like you're going up somebody who's doing it for 10 years. Of course. Like this is not, it was not even a competition. It was rigged. The game was rigged. Right. And so I told her though, like, this is like, you're getting up to that point. So this is like for you should be motivational to say, okay, let me keep putting my best foot forward, getting the reviews, showing up. I can get to the point where I can counter for an offer and people can be also taking it for the lower offer that was put out, but they gave it to me because I'm so good at what I do. And this is also the point that I want to drive home with you guys. People always say, oh, is the market oversaturated? Not with good performers, not with heavy hitting notaries, not with notaries that over deliver. It's not. Okay. Not with the ones that are consistently showing up, consistently doing the thing, that know what they know. It's not oversaturated. There's a lot of notaries who don't read their handbook and don't know what they're doing and send documents in wrong and then they have attitude and then don't want to fix stuff and there's a lot of that. But it's not oversaturated with good quality notaries. Okay. Shoot me an email, Kara, and I'll give you an update. But it's not oversaturated with good quality notaries. You see what I'm saying? And that's why it was a brilliant moment for her because it was just like in her mind, she was like, well, I'm going to get it. And I was just like, we'll see. And honestly, I didn't know because there are companies that will like, they just, hey, she'll do it for less. And I think she has a couple decent reviews too on her profile. So it was just like, it's up in the air. But one thing I told her, I said, once companies know what your work is like I have companies that are on SnapDocs, right? You'll see them on SnapDocs sending out orders that just text me directly. They don't put their orders on SnapDocs. They'll text me first and they'll say, hey, can you do this? And then even if I say no, they probably have a couple that they like to prefer, but then you'll see it come out on SnapDocs. And that's not uncommon for companies to pick notaries that show up, deliver, do the thing. You see what I'm saying? So what does this mean for you? This means you need to show up, deliver, do the thing. That's what that means. So that means that you need to be learning your law, in just talking about loan closing, because I actually get a lot of referrals from general notary work, right? But let's just talk about just loan closing. So just with loan closing alone, what does that look like? That looks like actually reading your confirmation. That means like actually doing your confirmation calls to your clients. That means printing the documents off properly, right? Making sure they're not cut off, making sure they're not, your ink's not running out, being professional when you show up, making sure you have your 2 sets, not missing signatures, taking your time through the notarial section. Like people, it's confusing, but taking your time, like making sure everything is neat and organized. And then when you send it back, is it neat and organized? Are your documents still in order? And I have people say, well, sometimes you got to get out of order because they might have a bunch of questions. Great. Take the time, put it back in order. What do your scans look like? Are you doing clear scans? Like you can see and I don't get people say, well, your scans aren't clear. You can see a scan once you finish. If you can see if your scan is not clear when you scan it, right? Is your scans clear, right? One PDF, not like, and then people are doing like pictures of of the documents. Like, no one can use that. Like, it's these kinds of things. And then sending that follow-up email once you're done, like, it's just really communicating. It's understanding the process that completely goes into the closing situation. So, like, you know, being, you've seen like notaries now, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but a lot of orders that I see now will say, you are not just a notary, you are a extension of the lender, an extension of title, right? And so to be at a closing table and say, well, I don't know, I can't help you. It's just, or like being very, I just kept the signatures. Like, that's not what they hired you for. So you need to be a part of the transaction, making the phone calls, like helping the transaction get to where it needs to go. I will say, it does get easier the more you do it. Like, you start to like learn the lingo of the business. But in the beginning, that's why you do the training. That's why, read. Like, it's so funny. People always ask me, Vanessa, how'd you learn the notary docs? I read them. Yes. The loan packages, I read them. Lots of them. I read them. That's how I learned them. Everything I didn't understand, I Googled it. Like, I read them. I wanted to know. When I first got started, no. But over time, like, one thing I realized, like, I don't want to waste time having to keep making phone calls because I don't know where to look for, a rescission period. Like, I wanted to get familiar with the transaction. I want to be an asset to companies that were hiring me. And I didn't want to look stupid out of my job, but I didn't want to look stupid. So I had to go above and beyond to perform. You follow me? So anyway, I had to say, being proficient, being professional, answering your phone, responding to the companies, it's a lot that goes into it, but it's about, just being organized in what you're doing, being professional when you answer the phone, communicating with the companies. And it doesn't 100% it does help a lot to have a good working knowledge of the industry. You don't have to know everything, but you do want to know, what is everybody's job? What does the loan officer do? What does title do? What does the realtor do? Like, what's going on? You follow me? Okay. So anyway, all right. So let me tell you what's going on for Notary to Notary. We have quite a few events coming up for January. If you did not get your unlimited event pass, why? You're probably going to be kicking yourself. I have to send out quite a few emails today. I have been working around the clock. Let me tell you what's going out today. Full build emails are going out today for your accountability partners and monthly coaching. So if you're in the full build, you'll get that email from me today. I am doing a final review of all the mini builds. So anybody who got the mini build before January, we do want to wrap these up and make sure everybody's is done. You can still join the mini build. You can no longer join the full build, but we want to make sure everybody's done with mini build. So you'll get emails from me on that. The mini build is the website, marketing kit, signing service, and inspection registrations. That'll be going out. We have 4 events coming up for January. I'm going to screen share. Hold on. If you're in the December challenge, you will get an email from me today as well with the new makeup dates for that. Okay, so this Saturday, we have another Notary to Notary kickoff. It's all virtual, so you do not have to come in person. Help you. It's basically an hour and a half. I actually may make it 2 hours. I have it for an hour and a half, but I think I'm going to make it till 8 o'clock. That way we can go over how to get started in the business, general notary work, loan closing, Ron, like supplies, the whole kit and caboodle. So as much as we can fit into that 2-hour training is what we're going to do. We'll be doing that this Saturday. Next Saturday is our in-person and virtual loan signing agent training. So this is where we're actually going to go over loan signing documents. You'll be doing practice sessions. And if you come in person, you'll be paired with someone to do the practice session. If you're virtual, you'll be watching me do the practice session online. And then we'll go over the documents. We'll talk about, I'll give you a list of the loan signing companies. I'll give you like some tips for working for each of them because they're all different. How to market, go through the whole closing process, billing, how to get good rates, things like that. That is next Saturday. The following Saturday is Ron. So it's everything remote online notary, how to get started, platforms, pricing, marketing, how to get clients, which is the biggest issue that I hear most people are having is how to, and it is challenging. I'm gonna say, I say this because a lot of people say, well, I want to be a Ron. Caveat, I'm going to say right out the gate, if you're not good online, it's probably not going to be the best move for you. With online marketing, website, SEO, like it is heavily that, especially when you're about getting your own clients. But we'll go over that in the class so you can figure out something that you want to add on or not. And then Saturday the 31st is a in-person only. And I will tell you, we started off with 6 seats. We're down to 5 seats already. I put this out this morning. It's in Richmond, Virginia. So if you're not local, this probably wouldn't apply to you unless you came here. It's from 10 to 4. So 6 hours of training. It's only 6 of you guys that'll be meeting with me one-on-one in the group. And we'll be going through your notary business. So the full, complete notary setup. So I sent an email about that this morning. So basically, if you need someone to do hands-on with you from start to finish, by the time you leave with me from those 6 hours, you should be working. Like, we're going to go through your entire setup. Like the whole thing, marketing, ask any question. And that's why I didn't allow it to be virtual, because I really want to have everybody that's in the room get my undivided attention. And so being able to do that one-on-one with each person, like if I'm teaching about something and someone's like, hey, like for example, one thing I know we're going to cover is websites. And so when you're in the class with me, in the session with me, you're going to pull up your site. I'm going to help you do some SEO on your site, but I can't do that virtual streaming. It's not on a one-on-one. So that's why we're not doing virtual streaming for this, because I do want this to be a more hands-on, when you leave, you're good type situation. Like you will be working, like everything's done. We'll go through signups, we'll go through marketing, we'll go through training. Like the law is important. So that is on the main website. Like I said, it started off with 6 seats this morning. We are down to 5. I will try to do this one, the boot camp one. I want to try to do that once a month. I'm not committing to doing it just because that is a lot of time commitment. It is 6 hours. I'm going to feed you. Don't worry. So I'm going to feed you while you're there. It is 6 hours, but the goal is that when you come in, you will leave working. So you should have everything set up. You may even get clients while we're in there. Like the whole point is, like, depending on where you are, I want to get you all of your questions answered. So you probably, I'm not gonna say you won't ever need a follow-up class, but you should be good and done. And then you can't, everybody has ever take a class from me. Anything that we have to do like one-on-one or like where I could see you, you can't run from me when I can see you. I'm going to hold you hostage and you're going to get it done. You can't procrastinate in my presence. We're going to get it done. No excuses. So that is what's going on for Notary to Notary this month. We are considering doing a class in Alabama next month. So I will let you guys know if we do actually hold that one. We're still looking for a location that will work. And if we do hold one in Alabama, I will let you know. I sent the email out. We have quite a few students in Alabama that were interested. So we will probably do one there. Which class? The Alabama class or the boot camp class? They're all on Notary to Notary. Well, Alabama's not up yet. But the boot camp class is up there. They're all on the Notary to Notary's website. And you said do one in Houston. I've done one in Houston. I will definitely be coming back. I'll be coming back. The January 31st is $379 to do that one. So you know what's so crazy? I literally got phone with somebody in New York this morning, and they're like trying to pull me to New York this month. And I'm like, that's not on the schedule. That is not on the schedule, bro. Is it snowing? Because if it is, I'm not going. Okay. But I don't know. I don't know. It's cold. I like it. It's nice right now in Virginia. If you're in Virginia, you know we have like a lot of sun going on right now. It's not snowing in New York. We'll see. I don't know. There is no snow. She's like, there's no snow in New York, Vanessa. Come to New York. I don't know. I might. Like, I literally just had somebody else telling me the same thing this morning. Like, you should just come for like a weekend. You can do a little class, I think about it. And it's not cold. Oh, no, don't threaten me with a good time. Do not threaten me with a good time. Listen, it's really warm lately. Maybe I will go to New York. Y'all know I'm real last minute, and I'll pick up and go. I don't know. Should I go to New York, guys? I need to see my dad anyway. We need to decide right now on the live. New York. Am I going? I could go. We have an in-person. We have an in-person on the 17th. On the 17th. I could go. Let me think about it. Okay. So if I go, we could do it. I got to see though, like where I would do the meetup or the training of the class, where I would do it. I got to figure that out. You said, please say yes. Please say yes. Oh, this is so hard. I'm trying to think because if I go right now, I'll be in Queens. But I could do like a meetup either like in Queens or in the city. I like going to the city. I know. I can't help it. It's fun. I like going to the city. California's on my list this year. Don't you worry. I will be there. I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Let me see if I can pull it off. And then I'll send an email out about it. I just got to see where I would do the class, like where I could hold like a meetup type training. It doesn't have to be big. I'll probably just do it like how I did the boot camp and just have it like 5-6 people. Do it like that is probably what I will do. They have a lot of cute coffee shops in New York. Oh my gosh. It's given aesthetically pleasing. But let me see. Let me see if I can put it together. I take a trip. It's only like 6 hours driving. Y'all tempted me. Why y'all do that? Why you do that? I see I'm trying to work. I'm being productive right now. I'm being productive right now. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I could definitely take a trip to New York. I love New York. New York is a vibe. A whole vibe. A whole vibe. All right. And then coaching students, we meet on Sundays. Nothing new there. Unlimited event pass holders for 2025. I will go through and update your all of the rest of the training so that way you'll have all your trainings that was for 2025. Unlimited pass holders for 2026. Your first training link will go out on the 10th. So that'll be, so you don't, if you have the unlimited event pass for 2026, you don't have to register for any of the virtual events. So all of the first 3, you'll get access to. This last one on the 31st, that's not virtual, that is in person. So you would have to register to go there. Okay. All right. Am I missing anything? That was a lot. All right, questions before I go. The Sunday meeting is so the Sunday meeting is not for Built For You. The Sunday meeting is for coaching. So if you're in the coaching program, we meet every Sunday at 6. I don't know yet what time I'm going to schedule the Built For You. That's what I'm still trying to figure out. And I want to get all the classes scheduled for January. I will probably put you on Sunday. I will probably end up putting you Sunday at 5 because I have coaching at 6. So probably will do that. So Built For You students will meet once a month or maybe twice a month. I'll start with once a month first so I don't overwhelm myself. Or either for once or twice a month. I haven't decided yet. One of the 2 will meet on Sundays at 5. Okay. But I'll send that email out so you know for when the first one is, and then we will get you rocking and rolling. But you'll get an email for that. Best portable scanner you suggest. So I like the all-in. I have an all-in-one. I will say I'm not like super proficient on scanners. I like all-in-ones. I do have a mobile all-in-one. It's an HP. That's what I use, but I'm sure there are better ones because it is kind of slow. The one that I have, I would like a better one, but I also wanted one that was small that could fit in my bag. And I will show you. I don't think I have it. I have a work bag that's so cute and it stays in my car. And it has my printer, my mobile printer. It's an all-in-one. And then it has my packs of paper. I put 1 pack of paper, supplies that I might need in the field. That stays in the car. So I use that. But I would say there probably are better, faster scanners that are bigger. Or like even like a newer model that may be better than that. I will just say, being honest, I have not taken the time to look into like faster scanners. Interested in learning how you are completing your degree so quickly. Send me an email, info@notary.com. I did a class on it, but essentially it boils down to taking a bunch of exams, online courses that convert to the college that I'm going to, that are self-paced, and then and take my courses. And then sometimes colleges will have ways for you to get credit. So I'm eligible to get 3 credits from my business. So that will give me credits too. So it just depends on what the college you go to. So you want to do all that research before you pick a college to see which colleges have the most lenient rules for bringing in credit to build up for that degree, besides just taking it the traditional trajectory, which a lot of them now are doing that because no one really wants to do the full 4 years. Like, who wants to do that? What? Stop. All right. I was answering Instagram. Hold on. Do you work with apostille couriers? If so, what do you require to partner with them? So I don't. And I know a lot of people have been asking me about apostille couriers. I honestly, this is 100% transparency. I don't have a need for them. I do all my apostille shipping through UPS. Like, that's just how I do it. I know some people will say, like, well, what if somebody wants something the same day? Like, so I haven't really had that issue. And I will tell you, things have changed in Virginia. So and sometimes apostilles go out of state of Virginia. But I had to say, like, even when I needed to do same day, I just walked in there and did it. But I just haven't needed apostille couriers. I do all my shipping right through UPS because they have overnight. So I just do it like that. But I guess it just depends if you need them. I just said, like, I haven't had a need for them yet. So, but if I do, I will keep you posted. Yeah, and even like Virginia, like apostilles can go anywhere. It doesn't matter where you're located because I ship all over the country depending on where the apostille has to go. But like Virginia changed like their rules. They don't even let you do walk-ins. They changed their office. It's a whole different setup now. Even when they said they weren't doing walk-ins, but now they kind of changed it. Like, stop it. It's okay. It just depends. All right. How much is the 2026 live events are? It depends on it, but most of my classes that are live are $27. You can pretty much just plan on that. If it's a live virtual, most of my classes are always $27. If it's in person, it's going to vary. The in-person loan signing class is $47 to come in person. And then the 1 day intensive boot camp, that's only for 5 more people. That's $397. And there is no virtual streaming for that one. That one you have to show up in person. I know a lot of times in the past I have virtually streamed that class, but it's not going to be the same setup. So, and then 2, I just really feel like if you're virtually streaming, you're not going to get as much because yes, I'll be teaching. Yes, there's documents. Yes, all the things. However, I really want to do one-on-one. Like I want it to be like, hey, I'm talking about something. And then Jessica's like, hey, but look at this. This is what I saw. What does this mean? I can go over and say, this means this, yada, yada, yada. You know, so really giving that one-on-one, let me see your profile picture. Let me see this. Let me see that. I'm actually looking at your whole thing, you know, and then doing like sample, like phone calls, sales calls, things like that. Like I can't really have you do that on a virtual. And so even though not to say you can't gain from it, you could. I just feel like I don't want you to invest in something that I don't think you're going to get the best quality experience because you're really to be watching me pour into them. And so that's why I'm not making it a virtual thing because I feel like it'd be better if you were in person. Now, I have done intensive notary boot camps online, but then the whole setup is designed to be online. Like then I'll have you on a Zoom and I can see you. And then you're my whole focus. And I don't have people that I have to like also talk to. You see what I'm saying? Because with the boot camp, because you are investing more money, I want to make sure individually when you leave, you're good. Like, are you good? Are you good? Are you good? Right? I don't want it to be where you could just like a lot of times when I do like my classes, I know because y'all tell me like I'm cooking, Vanessa, but I'm still listening. You know, and that's fine. Like you still get the information, but you get the replay. You can watch it later. With the boot camps, I really want you to be present, paying attention, doing the thing, really locking in with me and not just like passively listening. So that way you get the most out of it. And once you're like done, once we like, okay, we're done for the day, you're like good, you're solid. Guys, where you been? It's been me, huh? I've been missing in action. I get that. All right, any more questions before we wrap up for the day? I don't think I'm missing anything. I do have to get ready to go to this inspection that I'm going to head off to. What day is that class? The in-person? That's the 31st. Well, and I will say, Naomi, not to say you can't come down, but y'all really have me thinking about coming to New York. So let me just give me like a day or two to decide if I'm going to go. And then I'll just book one in New York. And then you can that way you don't have to come down. But let me just see if I think I can. I will say if it's not cold, you're giving me more incentive to like make my way up there. But I will that way, like just give me like a day. I need to decide. Okay. I thought you had an all year live event price. I did. That was the unlimited event pass. So that ended December 31st. We sent that out December. So you always have to get it the year before. I think it's off the website now. I could be wrong. If it's up there, you can still get it. It's $179 for the unlimited event pass for the year. I don't know if it's still up here. Sometimes it will be because I forget to take it down. But let me say. Da 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 da. So the unlimited event pass gives you access to all of our classes, virtual classes. Yeah, it's not on there, but I'll put it in the chat. If you guys want to get it, just use this link. If you want to get the pass, that's the link for it, for the limited event pass. If you're not on YouTube, you didn't see it. It's on YouTube and Facebook. I just thought about that. This week is warm in New York. End of the month might be cold. Thank you for giving me the heads up. So you try to say I need to come now before it gets cold. I see what you did there. I could use a trip. That class the class I just finished. If you just tuned in, I got 101 on my class in college, terrorism. I'm so proud of myself. Was it hard? No. So I'm going to give you all this too. It was not hard at all, actually. I want you to be honest with yourselves. Do you really feel like you apply yourself like 100%? Like you be pouring it out? Do you feel like I pour out my soul? I don't feel like that. So especially when I'm talking about that course, like I could have easily probably I feel like if I would have had like 3 at the same time, that would have been challenging. But it wasn't hard. And now I feel like this year, 2026, I'm really challenging myself to, like, I want to be challenged. I want things to be harder. Like not harder. I just want to be more. Anyway, disregard. But I could use a little like break before because I have class again that starts. I have a class now that I'm in, but I have full class that starts Monday. But yeah. All right. Any other questions before we wrap it up for the day? I am gonna head on out. Trying to see if I can think of anything else that you guys would find helpful. There is a promo code that's active. It's promo code 2026. It gives you 20% off all of our courses in coaching, not the live events, but the courses in coaching. Promo code 2026. 2026. Okay. My New Yorkers, I will let you guys know if I do come up. I'll schedule something and look at where we can have a class, like a training, but I'll make it small. Like I probably will just open it up to like 4 or 5 people. And that way it'd be like niche to what we're doing. And probably I won't have it be like a full like 6 hours. That's a lot. I probably will just do like 3 hours might be good. Like 3 hours would be good. Like I know it's like last minute. So I'll see what I can get scheduled and then see the location I can book for us to do it. Hey, Shuckus. I like it. I like it. All right, guys. Well, that is awesome. Clock on the wall. If you missed anything that I just said, go back to the video. I will see you guys luego. Until next time, happy signing. And yes, you all can be six-figure notaries. You have to put the work in. The goal is right there. The end goal is right there. You just have to work, and you got it. Shout out to my sister. I'm so proud of her. I always shout her out. She makes me proud. She's my baby sister, but she's hitting her 5,000 a month now with her notary business. So I'm super hyped about that. All right. And Alyssa, didn't you just tell me you quit your job? Or you about to quit your job? Yeah. I think it was you. I hope it was you. Otherwise, I'm just playing. I think it was you. All right. So let's go. Let's do the thing. All right, guys. I will see you guys luego. Until next time, happy to the signing. Dun, dun, dun. Hey guys, have you had a chance to get a copy of my new book, The Ultimate Ron Guide? If you are ready to build a remote online notary business, then this book is what you need. In this book, I give you all the information that you need to know in order to build a successful remote online business, no matter what state you're in, as long as your state authorizes remote online notarizations. Head on over to Amazon today and get your copy. You'll be glad you did.